Hello, everyone. I hope you had a good Sunday. Today, we're going to be looking at the potential severe weather issues tomorrow. But yes, first of all, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I would appreciate it a lot. I would really would. So this week we're going to be starting like a new schedule. So Tuesdays, Thursdays, or wait, no, it's Monday, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and then Sundays we have. I'm going to start doing the U.S. outlooks, which is what you're going to be looking at right now. This is sort of a specialist for severe weather, and then we're going to have we're going to have another special one tomorrow. Well, it's not really special, and then sometimes I do not do it Mondays. So sometimes it won't happen Mondays. Mondays only happen if there's like something to talk about. But it will happen. So go ahead and put this I don't know, put this in your head or something. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays we have U.S. forecasts. Mondays through Fridays we have Georgia forecast, which is the new series I'm starting. And then Wednesdays it's called Long Wednesday. We're looking to the long range on Wednesdays. So yes, that's what goes on Wednesdays. And so it's the new schedule, but we're going to be looking at new name Winter Storm Finley today. We're going to be looking at really just the severe side. If you want to go check out the actual winter storm portion of it in yesterday's day outlook, because yesterday I did a day outlook. Yesterday I did a special U.S. outlook. Yesterday I didn't really have the schedule, but you see, today I'm doing yesterday, for the past 2 weeks I've done day by day outlooks. That was yesterday day. We have a severe weather outbreak, or maybe it's a chance for that. Winter Storm Finley, so this is going to be happening. We're going to be looking at snowfall totals also. So let's go ahead and notice the number there. All right, so let's look at the SPC. We have an enhanced risk, like I said. We would probably have yesterday. We have it in Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. We see that slight risk going even through Arkansas and eastern Texas, a little bit extreme eastern Texas, into Alabama, and even the panhandle of Florida a little bit. And we have that marginal risk in the same areas, other than it goes into Tennessee and then Georgia. We have that marginal risk. So we do see our severe weather threat, but maybe even a potential outbreak. This is the biggest severe weather, or this is the strongest severe weather outbreak we've had, or the strongest severe weather we've had since October 31st out in the east. But we have an enhanced risk, a stage 3 enhanced risk in Baton Rouge, Jackson, Lafayette, Hattiesburg, and Alexandria, Louisiana. So pretty much yesterday I did this. There was a stage 2, which is a slight risk for wind and tornadoes today. I think, in fact, I'm positive about this. We have a stage 3, which is enhanced risk for winds. And we have a stage 2 risk for tornadoes, which is still pretty great. I'd say stage 3 for tornadoes, actually. Change that. And stage 1 for hail, just a marginal risk for hail. Not a huge hail threat. It's winter right now. Almost. Saturday it'll be winter. It's late fall. Pretty much almost winter. And so it's pretty cold, and we don't really have that upper level support for those tall storms to be producing a ton of hail. But we will be seeing that. And then right now, there is not really a good severe weather chance Tuesday. We just have a general thunderstorm outlook along the east. So we'll have to see. We'll have an update on that tomorrow if anything changes. Let's go ahead and move on to the models. So right now, it's pretty calm. We don't really see anything. Let's go ahead and skip ahead to when it should actually be starting to happen. This is 10 p.m. tonight. 10 p.m. tonight, we start to see the cold front. Pretty obvious. Maybe some sprinkles down through eastern Texas, up through central Arkansas to the south of Little Rock, and then over to Memphis. You could see maybe some showers in Memphis, a higher chance of showers. So we'll see about that. Let's move on. This is now 1 a.m. 1 a.m. We see pretty much the same thing, other than it's moving a little bit further to the east. And now let's move on. Okay, so this is nothing really changes at about 9Z. So this is 7 a.m. now. Still, nothing is really happening across the area. We do see this to maybe some sprinkles in Arkansas, eastern Texas, northeastern Texas right there, and even into Oklahoma. But then when it really starts getting active is about 18Z. Um, so this is 1 p.m. We have our low pressure in northern Louisiana, southern Arkansas, and we have that pretty. We have these strong storms going through Louisiana into Texas right there. We see those strong active storms, and we see. So pretty much on pivotal weather, the color scale is so like yellows with these little yellow dots. You could see some severe weather. It's not like red and stuff. Yellow's heavy rain, pretty much. We see that probably the severe weather threat is Louisiana and Texas. And then a little bit later, this is 21. This is 4 p.m. Now we see that severe weather threat now in Louisiana into western Mississippi. And then let's go ahead and skip ahead. We see that severe weather threat. That was Tuesday afternoon. We see that severe weather threat moving down through Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, right there. That sort of squall line effect. So pretty much what's going on the surface is we have a cold front right there like that and a warm front like that. So we see this is pretty much the warm sector here. This is where you're not going to really get much severe weather to the north of the warm front. You're not going to really get much behind the cold front as it started to dry out and cool off, and the dew points get a lot lower back there. And so this is your area right here, right along the cold front. We don't really have the really strong instability or anything with this. We do earlier in the day out here for maybe some individual supercells. Maybe we'll have to see. Maybe a chance out here, but it seems like it's going to mostly be a damaging wind threat, maybe an embedded tornado with the squall line. See, it's pretty not much, nothing much is happening out in front of it, so we will be looking at that. And then 6C, we see those storms maybe moving into Georgia. That looks pretty odd, actually. I'm going to say right there in west of Atlanta, those probably could be some severe storms right there. If this did happen, those would be severe. Maybe these would be severe too, probably, especially this one, that one right there, that may be a supercell. We see that cold front, maybe some severe weather in Alabama. Spotty severe weather starting the weekend as it's nighttime. Then in the morning, we see that severe weather threat about 7 a.m. enhanced a little bit. We see that squall line come together a little bit more. See, we have a tight temperature gradient. We can see that 540 line, the freezing line, is in Arkansas, past Little Rock, even into Texas. But we do see this severe weather threat along the Florida Panhandle up through Georgia, maybe even up to northeastern Georgia. But we see it's mostly up to the north of Columbus and down through the south of Montgomery. Let's take a little sounding. I want to take a sounding. Let's see what happens here. We see there's not really a huge coastal severe weather threat. Probably the latest line that'll probably at the most see a marginal risk is probably sort of like this is the latest it'll see a marginal risk, maybe like that. But we see probably this area could get a marginal risk. I'll have to see. But let's take a sounding probably from tomorrow afternoon out in these areas where the atmosphere is going to be good for severe weather. Let's take a sounding from western Mississippi. So we see the probability or possible hazard type is indicated as TOR, which means tornado. And it looks pretty. We have light winds at about 10 miles an hour at the ground out of the south, but then as we go up to about 850 millibars into the air, which is a height, it's about 1.5 kilometers in the air. We see it's out of the south, or it's out of the southwest, and it's about probably 45 miles an hour. And that's some good wind shear right there, and that could be potentially maybe offering some tornadoes, a tornado threat. See, Cape values are pretty sufficient, as we see. It's see that number right there at about 1,481 right there. Cape values. We'll be looking at Cape values for the whole area in a second. We see that heliograph tilting right, which indicates the chance for some tornadoes. Let's take a look at the severe weather. Let me see how much battery. All right, I need to plug this in. I'm sorry about that, but let's take a look at the most unstable Cape to get an idea, so we can see what kind of Cape we're going to be looking at. So today we did have some Cape out into the to the west. Let's turn that on. All right, so stop you from loading. All right, so we're going to be looking at supercell composite and significant tornado before we look at snowfall cumuls. But yeah, so pretty much Monday afternoon, we'll be looking at Cape values in Louisiana, maybe up to 2,250, all the way up to Mississippi, maybe about 2,000, 1,500. So there is some sufficient Cape for this. Even out in Georgia, we do see some of that, maybe 1,500 in some areas, all the way up to North Georgia, 800, which would hold a chance for some severe weather. But down in Florida, Tuesday morning, we do see a lot of Cape, about 2,000 plus, which is pretty good for winter. Supercell composite, let's take a look at that real quick. All right, so supercell composites, let's see. All right, we do see pretty strong numbers, especially out in Louisiana and Mississippi. We see numbers of 11, 10 and 11, which is pretty. That is rather strong. And even out in Mississippi and Alabama, we see numbers of 5 and 6, which is not that bad. And then maybe in right by to the south of Montgomery, 9 and 10. So that's definitely not the weakest. And we see 3 in Georgia, North Georgia. Yeah, 3, that's where I was putting my cursor. And then we go a little bit later and we see pretty much diminishes before it gets up the coast. Now let's take a look at significant tornado parameters real quick. Alright, so let's go and look at that. Ow, that was my head. I hit it on my desk. I'm trying to plug in my charger here. So yeah, we see a lot. We see about here I say now, I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. Ow. God. Alright, sorry about that. My chair, literally, I'm bending underneath my desk to plug this in, but my head keeps hitting the top of the desk and knocking everything off of it. Alright, sorry about that. I'm really sorry. But, alright, we see in Louisiana, we see numbers of 2.5. In central Louisiana, this is a significant tornado parameter, so this only goes up to about 10. And I mean, why is this freezing all of a sudden? Alright, well, scroll up here. Yeah, we see that strong Cape, or that strong significant tornado. We even see some pretty good numbers in Alabama, about 1.5. And into Georgia, we see a little bit of a spike right there in eastern Alabama with the tornado parameters and the supercell composites tornado parameters about 2.3. And we see that going off the coast right there. Now, we're going to switch a little bit to severe weather. Remember, be safe with the severe weather. We'll probably look into it because tomorrow I'm probably going to try to post 2 videos, the Georgia forecast and a severe weather update tomorrow, because the Georgia forecast are Monday through Friday videos. They're pretty short and easy because I don't really have to make an individual thumbnail, and I don't really edit them because I've made it so like I have this thing made automatically. It sort of makes itself automatically. So I don't have to do it, and so that's really good because I can post 2 videos a day if I want to. So we saw our first batch of snow across the areas today, and then we'll see a little bit of a second harder batch along the actual storm system. We see some very cold air coming down pretty far to the south behind this, all the way down the freezing line, makes it all the way down to probably San Antonio. You could hit freezing, and through North Georgia. Wednesday morning, you could hit freezing. So pretty cold temperatures. The 498 line reaches North Michigan. So yeah, definitely not that warm. Let's take a look at these snowfall accumulations real quick. Alright, so snowfall accumulations with this winter storm Finley. Winter storm Finley. Okay. We see even in northern Oklahoma, you have a chance of maybe 2 inches of snow, maybe at the most. Kansas, maybe up to about 5 or 6 inches in eastern Kansas, right by Kansas City, probably right to the south of Kansas City, though. And we see a little bit of a band across central Missouri through Jefferson City of about 5 to 6, 7 inches, maybe. And we see that band continues into central and southern Illinois, central Indiana, and central Ohio, right there. 7 inches. Maybe even 8 inches in Indiana, central Indiana. We see the Northeast could get a decent amount of snow, widespread 2 to 4 amounts, even some 4 to 8 inch amounts across literally the whole Northeast. Maybe a little bit less along the coast. We'll have to see with that. But yes, that'll wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please have a good Sunday, and so go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to do something here. And let's see if we can hit 177 by the end of the week. We're at 174 right now. I think that's definitely possible. That's 3 more subscribers all. We can do that, I think. But yes, have a good Sunday, and I'll be posting tomorrow. Peace out.